Trinidad is the larger island of the nation of Trinidad and Tobago, the most southern of the Caribbean islands. The country has had a long history of the influence of different colonial powers, which has impacted upon the mixture of cultures we see today. Trinidad was first ruled by Spain between 1498 and 1797 and afterwards by Britain before gaining independence in 1962. The indigenous population of Caribs and Arawaks were largely destroyed under Spanish rule. Throughout its history, there has been a strong French presence as well as a Syrian, Lebanese, and Chinese minority. Trinidad also served as a military base for the United States during the Second World War, which resulted in brief economic development that was only matched by the oil boom of the 1980s. The population makeup today comprises of 40% descendants of ex-enslaved Africans, 40% descendants of indentured East Indians, and a remaining 20% made up of Chinese, Syrians, and those with Anglo-European heritage. The geographically distant past is still highly visible in Trinidadian culture, where steel pan, an instrument with roots in the African community, is the national instrument, and Indian foods such as roti, bread, and curries are the staples in the households of all Trinidadians, regardless of ethnic background. Yet today, Trinidadian society is still coming to terms with a past that has been characterized by rupture and fragmentation. There is a strong desire to assert, "This is we culture," alongside reflections that Trinidadian people, they are always a searching people. These sentiments even appear on social media, where a picture posted with the background of a Trinidadian flag and the caption, "I'm not an African, I'm not an Indian, I'm a Trinidadian," is not unusual. Trinidad has been home to my fieldwork for the Global Social Media Impact Study for 15 months. As an anthropologist, the time spent with people in everyday settings and sharing concerns of everyday living has given me insight to the society that I would not have had without such a long stay. The story that has unfolded is one I think everybody can relate to and translates to several other parts of the world. Like elsewhere, social media, smartphones, laptops, tablets, and the internet have become normal in the way that people conduct their work, social, and home lives. How do people retain the ideals of a simpler life in the face of the integration of such sophisticated technologies? Are we becoming more superficial or mediated with the increasing availability of new media for communications? As anthropologists, we are perhaps in a very privileged position to start to answer some of these questions. We cannot understand social media and online social networks if we do not understand people's lived social lives and relationships. By understanding the place and people, we are in a better position to understand what people do with the things and the technologies they have and why. Trinidad is an ideal place for looking at these questions. Because of its history, Trinidad has had a distinctive relationship with traditionalism and futurism. The structures of colonialism and the varying meanings of family to Afro and Indo-Trinidadians also means that Trinidadians have a distinct attachment to and value of freedom and social life itself. Enjoying time together is expressed in the familiar term liming, for example. Anything can be a lime, from working in a masquerade camp together and making costumes for carnival, to having a cook-up by the river or at the beach, to playing sports. Hanging around, being present with other people, and just enjoying the company of others is a purpose for social activity, even if one is not doing anything in particular. The only way I have come to understand people in Trinidad is not through books and blogs, but through living and laughing with Trinidadians themselves.